Okay, welcome to a first episode of What in the World Did Mid-Coast Maine Do? And I know what you see on the ground is not what you're supposed to see in the air. And I know it's on the ground, but I want to show you something real quick. This is going to be what I call a temporary antenna for my base station. It's been tested, it's been true to its work, so that's when I decided to make the video. I'm going to show you what I got going on here. Okay. That's a fiberglass 102 whip. I know the camera doesn't do it justice, but it is not really on the ground. Underneath it, there's something that's got it up a good couple of inches. That's a 4x4 post, approximately 12 feet. Okay. So just a quick glance at what exactly it is that I am using for some gear here. These are pretty good sized bolts, and this is the screw gun I'm using. I'm going to show the platform that I'm using. I utilized some 4x4s for another 4x4, and I created some legs. Now those bolts that I showed you for the legs, what we do is, as you come around here, I picked one leg that I can assemble and disassemble by using one good bolt right here. Now, what I went ahead and did though at the same time is I hooked up one of these levelers right here, so that what I can do is I can level her around. Alrighty, a little bit of sun, we're in the evening here, and if you followed along all the way to the top, that is part of my ground plane for my fiberglass 102 inch. Everybody knows what your typical Radio Shack 102 inch stud and car vehicle mount looks like. That's what it is. Now if you notice right here, part of my ground plane that I have it hooked up to, you notice how I made those legs. Well, the end of those legs was a small remaining piece of 45. Now, as I've been told and taught and tried, and I already have, one of the things I learned is when I do my ground plane legs, I'm going to put them down at a 45-degree angle. This right here at the same time, on each corner, all the way around, is going to help me monitor a 45. Alright, I'm going to throw one example out, and I'm going to show you kind of how I got it taken care of. And they're all kind of wrapped up here with the proper insulators, etc. and so forth. I'm going to take one out and unwind it, and I'll show you what it looks like set up. Okay, for all intentional purposes right now, this is pretty much my Feild Expedient because I have a place that I plan on placing this. My SWRs right now are really close to the house. This is where I have my vehicles and my ATVs and so forth, and we all know that doing SWRs is not really opportune right now. So see how that goes down, followed around. I have an insulator, and I'm going to try to zoom in on it. That insulator is no more than a PVC insulator, and the other half right there is what we call in the military, them used to call engineer tape. It's like a cloth heavy-duty line. So what happens is I put them all at a 45-degree angle. That's my grounding plane. On my grounding plane, I used a straight pipe 8-inch copper to do my hook to. Again, these are all part of an experiment. And so far, the results I've had have been unbelievable. I do not run an amplifier. I just ran a Galaxy on 595 or 959 Galaxy Bravo, and I also run a Cobra LTD 920. Nothing tuned, nothing tweaked, nothing peaked. And because of that, I was able to hear and receive really well. Now, also, it's important to know that I also was able to listen into a lot of skip and DX land. I used two different meters. I'm just going around with a camera here to show you how easy it is to ground it. And what I'll do is some stakes. Now over here is my grounding wire that I'll run a second ground for my antenna / radio, because it's going to be Feild Expedient hooked up to my ATV. I got a good spot up in the back property there that I plan on using. And then I'm going to keep this up there permanently. That'll be a totally different video. So back to what I was saying is I used an SWR meter, and I used 2 different ones. And then I used the radio as well to calibrate. So out of all 3, I received a 1 and a hair. I mean, like a 1 and a hair. So pretty much the needle didn't really move. I tried in several locations. I tried 3 different meters and so forth. And I had unbelievably reception. I'm looking forward to hooking one up to a mobile to go out and do my thing, and having one radio hooked up to my truck. Good old plow truck right there, and carrying forth. And that's what it would look like if I had all legs out for my ground plane. And that's pretty much it in a nutshell for Mid-Coast, Maine. I used your typical tent stakes that you could find, and that copper wire I bought at the local Home Depot store, but I later found out you could take your typical 12 gauge house wire and use that, but I didn't. Well, there you go, guys. Any questions, comments, hit the like, have fun. Always interested in what you do. Have a good day. Cheers from Mid-Coast, Maine. 307.